And if you're keen on the political narratives that are being drawn, you may be clear that a lot is being talked about rotational leadership, especially around the tribes in Kenya. Well, the dream of a Kenya as a country where a tribe simply defines identity but does not determine who your chances in securing opportunities for advancement in life remains an aspiration. However, national cohesion through inter-ethnic relationships gives hope that the dream of one Kenya might one day become a reality. Bridget Singana met two lovebirds with an inspiring story.
Anakuja after a week.
The sepia-colored photograph taken in 1986 at the Kenya Technical Teachers College, where Agnes Mukiri and Tom Ochako first met and struck a friendship, is perhaps one of the most treasured mementos in their journey of love.
They always want to be up next to me.
31 years later, and the bond between them remains solid, despite the challenges they faced as they tried to settle down. Agnes is from Imenti in Meru County, and Tom hails from Kisii County. Their union was seen as a taboo, especially when Tom went to Imenti to seek for Agnes's hand in marriage.
Of course, in the beginning, because at that time mixed relationships were not very welcome, they were not happy about it. So they asked me, "Ai, huyu mkabila, ungepata mwingine Meru?" So, but with time, of course, they tended to accept it.
I don't think at any one point it occurred to me that now she's from a different community and I'm from a different community. She's just, I like her, and she's going to be, that is it. It's not about because she's from Meru.
3 children later, and the inter-ethnic marriage of the two teachers represents what a united nation could look like.
I don't want to judge people on the basis of their communities, apana, because we don't choose our communities. We find ourselves there. So you accept people for the values they stand for and for what they are offering us, and you don't judge them according to the tribe.
This idea of what's your name and the other one, it's not necessary. You are Bridget, that's okay. The second name, do I really understand? From which community? It doesn't. I don't think it's necessary.
Negative ethnicity continues to stand in the way of building a national ethos that would define a united Kenya, an undertaking that was not given priority during the founding of the Republic.
Even the current politics is being driven by our desire to find our commonness away from our nations, which we call tribes. Because our commonness, we know intuitively that is better for us if we are together as a nation. We know that is better for us. We know we'll go far. So we are all struggling to find where that is because we never started with it.
And how do we ensure we fulfill our democratic credentials without tearing apart the diversity of our nation? The question of us versus them must come to an end, fellow Kenyans.
Memories of the 2007-2008 post-election violence are still fresh for this couple, whose home was a refuge to many when the country deteriorated into ethnic violence.
We had about 40 people here for about 3 nights because they got scared wherever they were. And we were mixed up. People from different communities, different religions and all that. And we were together because of friendship. Not because all those ones who are staying here were from one tribe or from one community. It was our friends, people we worked with.
So the Kenyans are beginning to know that when I'm miserable, we are the same. We suffer the same taxes. We suffer the same bad policies. So the Kenyans are beginning to see that. That is the beginning of creating oneness in the country. Because the moment we begin to see that, then we will understand that what heals us cuts across our nations that we call tribes. And therefore we need to get together to solve that.
But there is hope that this collective suffering might just birth a national voice and nationhood. Bridget Singana, NTV, Nakuru.